As a young man who also practices self-improvement and who's trying to improve his life through fitness, staying disciplined, hard work, it can be very difficult to balance a relationship with your girlfriend on the side. Now, I've been experiencing this myself. The relationship that I had before the one that I'm in right now was terrible when it comes to me trying to actually achieve my goals, but my girl at the time not really supporting it and not really giving a fuck about it. Now, that could be detrimental for your relationship and your goals, because the thing that you're gonna understand is once you start prioritizing the girl's opinion about what you're doing in your business, work, fitness, whatever you're doing, your disciplined lifestyle, both are going to be crumbling down. The lifestyle is going to crumble in the relationship. So with that being said, I'm going to be showing you how I personally balance out a self-improvement lifestyle with having a lovely relationship on the side. And I'm 20 years old. If I can do it, you can do it too. So juggling self-improvement and having a healthy, loving relationship on the side can be very difficult. But I'm going to be sharing 5 points with you today to basically balance out the two perfectly so that both of them can grow. So first off, number one, this is something that goes before all of this that I'm about to tell you. You got to attract the right partner. Now, if you're the type to be on self-improvement, don't date a ratchet who only wants your money, who only wants your dick, and who only wants you to do shit for her. Because what is going to start to happen when you do that? She's not going to respect your grind, your inavailability, and your mindset when it comes to hard work. When girls do this to you, you want to move away from them as quickly as possible. The reason why is because you're going to be not focusing on your goals if you stay in a relationship like that. When you're with a girl and your girl wants you to go to the gym and she wants you to work hard, she wants you to stay disciplined, this is when you got a right type of girl on your hands, bro. And this is not a girl that you want to lose because she's actually going to be elevating you. A lot of people, they want to be all alpha and sigma. Oh, I'm a sigma male, so I'll break up with my girl to make more pro. Of course, that is very effective to do. Like, of course, it can, when you break up with your girl, you have one distraction less. I'm not telling you that it's a bad thing to do. Of course, when you have a relationship that is absolutely trash, you should do that, right? You should do that. You should break up to prioritize your own goals. But when you have a girlfriend who does the exact same thing as you, and she actually elevates you in it, it's not cool to say like, oh yeah, I want to break up with my girlfriend to chase my goals. No, you can still balance the two out and being able to make progress in both if she supports your dreams. So if she doesn't do that, off limits. You got to get rid of her. So attracting the right type of partner goes as followed. It's very easy to actually do this if you take these steps. First off, you got to choose yourself. Choosing yourself implies on you having respect for yourself and loving yourself. When it comes to loving yourself, what I basically mean is that you got to take care of your own self. You got to take care of yourself when it comes to fitness, health, mindset, getting your relationship with God in order. And then you're going to start to attract the right type of female in your life. If you don't do this, and if you don't give a fuck about yourself, you don't respect yourself, you don't go to the gym, or you don't grind hard, you're going to be attracting the same type of female towards you who doesn't like to do any of that shit. Now, as soon as you're in a relationship with that type of girl, and then all of a sudden you're going to be making a shift in your life where you are going to be staying focused, going to be staying disciplined, working out, working as hard as you can for the family, future family, whatever. She is not going to start to like that because she hasn't made that shift. And it's very hard to change a woman. Matter of fact, you don't even want to change a woman. So what I would recommend to you doing is, first off, attract the right type of partner. You're not going to be finding your life partner in a fucking bar, bro. You're not going to be finding it at a fucking rave or a Playboy Cardi concert. No, it's going to be in the times where you're improving yourself, where you find a person who is doing that as well. This is exactly what happened to me. I was working out every single day in the gym, and my girlfriend was working there. She was working there, and I immediately fell in love because the reason why she also works out, she is exactly on the same type of path that I'm on when it comes to self-improving herself. She's very focused on her school, trying to get her grades up. It's very attractive to be with a person like that, right? So that's exactly what I wanted for my relationship. I wanted two people who focuses on themselves, who can help each other move up. Then number two is communicate with each other clearly. When it comes to you putting your work over anything else most of the time, because that is truly what you should do most of the time. Most of the time, you need to choose yourself to make progress in whatever you want to make progress in, whether it's fitness, business, a YouTube channel, a certain type of career that you want to do. You have to choose yourself, right? Now, you have to communicate clearly when you have seasons where you focus more on a certain thing than other things. I'll tell you this story. A while ago, I think like a few months ago, actually, it was pretty recent. I was in this month with my girl where we were just basically enjoying our time together. We were going out to eat. We were going out to eat here and there. We were basically just spending our time loving each other and having great times, right? Which is totally fine. But I was way less focused on work and trying to get my progress up in the gym, fitness, business, YouTube, whatever. So this is also the month where I made the least amount of progress, but I made the most amount of progress with connecting with her, which is not entirely a bad thing. But when your progress in business, lifestyle, and all that stuff is your main concern, you probably shouldn't be doing that too much. So I actually communicated clearly with her, and I was lucky that she actually agreed. I said to her, we should actually be focusing on a few months right now, maybe like an entire year, where we are focused on what we want to achieve. Now, what I want to achieve is business success, fitness success, YouTube, all that stuff is basically what I want to achieve, right? I'm not going to be explaining it in detail. Go to the other videos. You'll basically hear about it. And she actually said, yeah, I also want to be focusing on that more and more and more while we work on that together. So now we are strengthening up our relationship in a different type of way, which is basically work related, business related, money related, stuff like that, so that we can make progress in what we want to make progress with as fast as possible, but staying true to each other though, by each other's side, basically working with each other every single day. This is what has been working for us the best right now, and we actually really enjoy it. The benefit of this also is that when you work on a certain type of thing, let's say you have a YouTube channel and you want to also grow your YouTube channel and you're posting videos every day, or you're going to the gym very frequently, and she does the exact same thing, or maybe she's focusing on school or whatever. The beautiful thing about it is you won't be able to speak to each other as much the entire day, but after you're done with that type of work or activity or task, you'll start to notice that the reward of seeing each other starts to go up. So at the end of the day, when you lay in bed with each other and you say to each other, I'm proud of you for working hard. She says to you, I'm proud of you for working hard. And you hug each other, y'all maybe fuck for the night, whatever you want to do. You start to notice that the reward of seeing each other goes up. So you start to basically just fall in love all over again. And that's so effective for a relationship. This is why I want everybody to still focus on themselves to improve the relationship with their spouse or their partner, whatever. And as I said, communication is key. You want to be communicating every single day with your girl. Like, yo, this is what I'm going to be doing today, and I want to stay focused for this amount of time, and I'm going to be done at this amount of time, whatever. You're going to make deadlines for yourself. And when she actually now knows exactly what you're about to do, now she knows how to respond to it. Because when you're instantly, you know how girls act, bro. When you instantly just lock in, you don't say shit to her, she's gonna be upset. She's gonna want attention from you, all that type of shit, which is not a bad thing. That's just normal girl communication. But when you actually communicate it before you do all that shit, she's gonna start to understand what you're doing. So you not bumping heads no more. Then that follows into number 3, which is scheduling. You got to schedule what you're going to do. So what do I mean with scheduling? Scheduling basically means you need to write out everything that you're about to do tomorrow, next week, whatever. Me and my girl also did this. You got to do this together. I'm telling you, you got to do this together after you have found the right type of person to do this with. Sit next to each other and plan out the entire week, what you're about to do, what she's about to do, where you're going to be sleeping, what you're going to be eating, everything in detail. When you're going to be working out, everything got to be in there. And what's the beautiful thing about this is that you'll start to be way more clear. Your mind is basically going to be cleared up, because when you have more decisions to make, you're going to be stressing more. And especially when you stress more and your girl asks another question because she's indecisive, I'm going to be showing her that, because my girl indecisive as fuck. Anyways, when she asks you another question, it's like another question on top of all the questions that you're already dealing with, because that's basically stress. That's basically, she's going to be upset and like in shock that you're tripping because she asked you a question. The reason of that is because you have too many shit bottled up in your head, and you got to get rid of them by planning and scheduling out your days. When you start to do that, you have less stress in your head, aka less questions in your head to answer. Okay? You don't need to wake up and think, okay, what do I need to do right now? What time do I need to go to the gym? What time do I need to work? No, you know exactly what to do. So when your indecisive girlfriend, asks you a question, yo, what should we eat tonight? You can just answer that shit clearly, and you don't need to stress about it. I've actually been very, very stressful about this handful of times when she asked me a question about something, or like a dilemma about anything, about something that she's dealing with. And I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know. Please don't get the extra stress in my life. Figure it out yourself. That's what basically the mindset was at that time. But when I started scheduling out my days and knowing exactly what I needed to do, she could ask me any type of question and I wouldn't trip about it. I would find it funny that she asked me another question about something, right? I would actually kind of enjoy it even. So that would be a very good tip for you to actually undertake right now, is to start scheduling your days and emptying out your mind. It's called brain dumping. Look it up. It really works. Then let's go to number 4, and that is be out of balance sometime. And of course, this also goes hand in hand with the communication part, but you gotta be able to be unbalanced sometimes. It's what I call, which is also the next step, so it's a little sneak peek, it's what I call a season of no. Where a season of no is basically where you say no to shit that doesn't matter for your goals. If it's not aligned with your goals, don't do it. Say no to it. But I'm not going to be speaking about that anymore. Number 5 is going to be about season of no. So just stick through it. So you got to be out of balance sometime. When you want to make progress in YouTube, majority of your day needs to be spent on building the YouTube. If you want to actually get your grades up in school or whatever, most of the day should be spent on getting the grades up in school. If your goal is to get your dream body, achieve your dream body, most of your time should be spent in the gym and in the kitchen and in bed, sleeping. So those are the priorities that you need to make. And sometimes you're going to be out of balance when you do this. And it's totally normal. It's totally fine. Everybody has been brainwashing you into believing that being out of balance is a bad thing. But I'm telling you, when it comes to achieving goals, it's the best thing that you can do, because nobody is balanced all of the time. A lot of people say, yeah, balance is bad. You got to be in balance. If you're out of balance when it comes to your goals, you're working too hard, it's a bad thing. Listen, most people around, I'm sure it's not you, but most people are unbalanced when it comes to their bad habits compared to their good habits. They do way more bad habits than good habits. They sleep late and wake up late. They eat shit. They basically don't work out. They don't improve their mental health. They don't improve their mindset. They don't change it. So they're out of balance when it comes to the good habits and the bad habits, but they don't realize that, because it's the easier option. It's the easier road. But as soon as you start to make the decision, yo, I want to be out of balance when it comes to work and my relationship and my whatever, because I want to achieve something, then people are going to be calling you out for it. But you got to realize, yo, I got to be unbalanced to achieve certain stuff, to achieve my goals. If you want to get your dream body, you have to be out of balance. You got to be going to the gym multiple times a week, eating clean, eating good, sleeping a certain amount of hours a night, because that's the only way you're going to be getting your dream physique. You have to be out of balance. Have you ever seen an ultra successful person, ultra rich or ultra handsome or whatever, who was balanced during that time of getting there? No, you haven't seen that. The reason why is because it is impossible to be balanced and to achieve financial greatness or physical greatness. It is impossible to stay balanced during a season of where you're trying to get there. It's not possible. So realize that being unbalanced is a good thing for a certain amount of time. And of course, I'm telling you to kind of, regain grip a little bit of just regular life and chilling sometimes and taking your recovery time. Of course, it's totally fine, bro. Everybody does that. Some people say that they don't do that, but trust me, they do. Sometimes it's okay to just let loose, maybe read a book, meditate for a while, and then go back to it. It's totally fine. But what I don't want you to adopt is the thinking that you need to be balanced to be healthy. No, mental health doesn't come from balance in anything. It comes from being unbalanced and actually reaching your goals later on. That is going to be increasing your mental strength and also being able to handle more situations that are stressful and fucked up. Now let's go into number 5. To balance a relationship and to actually also reach your goals is you got to communicate when you have your season of no. And the season of no is basically where you say to your girlfriend, yourself, even if you're single, this counts for everybody. You say no to all the shit that are distractions. You say no to everything that doesn't align with your goals. If your friends are asking you out to go drink and shit, say no. If your girlfriend is asking to go to dinner or whatever the fuck, but you are in a season of no where you need to grind on whatever you want to achieve, say no. And you need to communicate that clearly. And this is what I've been doing for the past 6 months. I've been with her for right now for 8 months with my girl right now. And we have communicated clearly about what we want to do and what type of time we want to spend on what, right? On what aspect. What times is for our relationship and what times is for the grind and the business and whatever we want to achieve and ourselves, basically, the purpose. You got to be constantly communicating when you're going to be having a season of no and what type of season of no you're going to be going into. I'm in a season of no as of right now where I don't really spend a lot of money. I don't really want to spend a lot of money. I don't really want to go out to eat. I'm just basically focused as much as I can on trying to produce videos for the YouTube channel and building a business on the side. That is basically my season of no right now. And my girl understands that and she supports me in that. The reason why is because she wants to see me succeed, bro. Your girl truly wants to see you succeed. So if you go for this season of no, you got to make clear that you actually gonna go for it and that you're not just all talk. You actually want to put in the work, Take the actions that are necessary to reach your goals and then stick on it and stay consistent. And as I said, communication is key. So if you're bumping heads with your girl constantly about whether you're going to be working on the business or going out to eat with her, be clear about exactly what you want and why you want that. And she's going to be way more understanding of you once you clearly communicate what you're about to do. If you need personal help with this, again, link is in the bio, bro. You should be checking it out already. The Bars Only Academy, it's only $10 a month. Before the price increases, I want you to join so that you have it for a cheaper price. It's very simple. I'm going to be doing weekly live calls. You can ask all your questions, workout programs in there, mindset programs, goal setting programs. Everything that you need to improve your life in 2025 is in there. Go to the Bars Only Academy and I'll see you there and I'll talk to you personally.